Jan Vermeer Biography. Circa 1632 circa 1675. Dutch Golden Age artist Jan Vermeer is best known for his Delft paintings, including the Love Letter and View of Delft, and his pearl pictures, like Girl with a Pearl Earring. Who was Jan Vermeer? Jan Vermeer joined the Delft Painters Guild in 1652. He served as its dean from 1662 to 63, and again from 1669 to 70. His early works include Girl Asleep at the Table. As his style matured, he painted Little Street and View of Delft. After 1660, Vermeer painted his pearl pictures, including the concert and Girl with a Pearl Earring. Early life. Born in Delft, Netherlands, circa October 31, 1632, Vermeer is one of the most highly regarded Dutch artists of all time. His works have been a source of inspiration and fascination for centuries, but much of his life remains a mystery. His father, Vermeer, came from a family of craftsmen in the town of Delft, and his mother, Digna, had a Flemish background. After his baptismal record at a local church, Vermeer seems to disappear for nearly 20 years. He likely had a Calvinist upbringing. His father worked as a tavern keeper and an art merchant, and Vermeer inherited both of these business upon his father's death in 1652. The following year, Vermeer married Catharina Bolens. Bolens was Catholic, and Vermeer converted to her faith. The couple moved in with her mother, and would eventually have 11 children together. Major works. In 1653, Vermeer registered with the Delft Guild as a master painter. There's no record of who he may have apprenticed under, or whether he studied locally or abroad. Vermeer definitely had at least a friendship with leading Delft painter Leonard Bremer, who became one of his early supporters. Some experts also believe that Vermeer may have been influenced by the works of Rembrandt through one of Rembrandt's students, Carl Fabricius. The influence of Caravaggio is apparent in Vermeer's early works, including the Procuress, 1656. The painter also explored mythology and Diana and her companions, 1655-56, and religion and Christ in the House of Mary and Martha, circa 1655. By the end of the decade, Vermeer's unique style began to emerge. Many of Vermeer's masterworks focus on domestic scenes, including The Milkmaid, circa 1657-58. This depiction of a woman in the midst of her work showcases two of his trademarks: his realistic renderings of figures and objects, and his fascination with light. Many of his works have a luminous quality, including the portrait Girl with a Pearl Earring, 1665. Vermeer enjoyed some success in Delft, selling his works to a small number of local collectors. He also served as head of the local artistic guild for a time. However, Vermeer was not well known outside of his community during his lifetime. Final years, death, and legacy. Vermeer struggled financially in his final years, due in large part to the fact that the Dutch economy had suffered terribly after the country was invaded by France in 1672. Vermeer was deeply indebted by the time of his death. He died in Delft circa December 16, 1675. Since his passing, Vermeer has become a world-renowned artist, and his works have been hung in many prominent museums around the globe. Despite how much he is admired today, Vermeer left behind a small legacy in terms of actual works. Approximately 36 paintings have been officially attributed to the painter. One of Vermeer's most famous works inspired the 1999 novel Girl with a Pearl Earring, by Tracy Chevalier, as well as a 2003 film adaptation of this book. In 2018, the Mauritshuis Royal Picture Gallery in The Hague, Netherlands, was set to embark on a 2-week, non-invasive study of Girl with a Pearl Earring. By utilizing new exploratory technologies, the museum aimed to answer centuries-old questions about Vermeer's techniques and materials used for the painting.